Last edition of NILECAST News at West Nile Television for this week, and it happens to be a weekend edition of NILECAST News. My name is Orak Benson Pastore, already in the studios to give you what continues to happen around the world. Basically, we give you the stories that happens within the region, but that one can't stop us from giving continental, national, and international stories. As usual, take a look at the headlines, so I will be back on the lens.
Coming up in the NILECAST News headline tonight, leaders who sabotage government programs in Pakwach threatened to be arrested. 150 million to be received by graduates of Madi Industrial Hub. And the Rust Journalists Association are to impress unity. For this and more in the NILECAST News Bulletin.
Welcome back straight into the details of the news. We are starting from Greater Alu region, particularly from Pakwach district. The State Minister for Northern Uganda, that's Honorable Dr. Kenneth Omona, has threatened to arrest some leaders in Pakwach district who allegedly sabotage government programs by allegedly giving misinformation and convening with some balalus in their areas, contrary to the President's directives. Alfred Jawok has more about that.
The State Minister for Northern Uganda, Honorable Dr. Kenneth Omona, has threatened to arrest some leaders in Pakwach district who allegedly sabotaged the Executive Number 3 of 2023 on herdsmen eviction. While meeting all stakeholders in Pakwach district to assess the progress of Executive Order on herdsmen eviction in Northern Uganda, the minister said he has received information from some members of the public that several leaders have sabotaged government programs by allegedly giving misinformation and conniving with some balalo in their areas, contrary to the President's directive. He added that his office has launched an investigation into the matter to arrest those who spread false information about government programs.
Now, if the President says this, the general does the opposite. Which one should people believe now? Which one should do? What kind of hope should the people or confidence should they want to have in the government or in the President? So, three categories of people are making very different in the disorder. One is security. I'm not the one who said it, you are the one who said it. That is the General God Bashandi from Zimbabwe. He's been the one who has been trafficking animals here. You are the one who has mentioned it. So I'm also going to ask. So I'm sure you also have documents. When they're crossing from there, they show you that no objection from where?
However, Robert Omitostin, Pakwach district chairperson, said the executive orders give them powers to actively participate and promote government programs. He appealed to all leaders to be vigilant and report residents who sabotage government programs.
For me, the biggest question is, why is this operation issue dragging back, forth, back, forth? For me, if there is something I believe in, is something surrendered in the hands or assigned to security. Because if security are required to wipe off something, they should not leave even a dot, not even a mark behind. Everything should be clear. If it was in physics, we would say they should apply a magnetized approach, if not magnetic approach. That cannot leave any needle behind. They now it collects everything, then they get into their house and begin to sort. Did we need this? Did we need this? I think we can destroy these ones. We needed these ones.
Meanwhile, Moses Arake Dalele, Chief Administrative Officer, Pakwach District, noted that tensions between pastoralists and farmers over land use and resource management have affected many families in Pakwach District.
We get the list of affected individuals in those areas where the Malalo are. We used our field staff and got about 19 of our people in those sub-counties affected by the malaria activities in the district, and that copy was verified by ISO and we forwarded to OPM. At appropriate time, this can be verified so that we confirm that these are genuine beneficiaries. Once again, I want to...
Avurjen Pachotho, woman member of parliament Pakwach district, asserted that the potential impact on livestock owners and the local economy has been affected by the presence of the herdsmen, particularly in the sub-counties of Wadlai, Alui, Ragem, and Panyimu respectively. She lauded President Museveni for this executive order to evict all errant herdsmen in northern Uganda.
I confess that I've not been so much following the executive order because I trusted the technical leadership as well as the political leadership at the district level. And we have been in coordination. I've been able to get some feelers from them and the community. But allow me, from what I've just got now and the COWS report, to first of all, Honorable Minister, to thank His Excellency, the President, for being a people-centered head of state by hearing the cry of the people of northern Uganda about the negative effects of the presence of the Bararo in our communities.
The warning suggests that the government is serious about implementing the order and expects cooperation from local leaders, and effective communication and collaboration will be crucial in resolving these issues and finding sustainable solutions. Alfred Jawok, Camilla Stansha, West Nile TV, NILECAST.
Away from that story, now crossing the Nile to Ajuman district, 150 million Ugandan shillings is to be received by graduates of Madi Industrial Hub. The initiative will ensure that the acquired skills don't go to the West. This was said during a meeting held at District Hall in Ajuman district. Onzima Alan, together with Fancy, compiles the story.
Graduates of Madi Sub-Region Olia Industrial Hub in Ajumani District are set to benefit from a startup capital under the presidential initiative to launch their own businesses through established savings and credit cooperative organizations. This initiative will ensure that their acquired skills don't go to waste by translating into economic opportunities to change their lives. This was said during a meeting held at the District Hall on 8th of May 2025. The Special Presidential Assistant in charge of Political Affairs, Honorable Longa Godfrey, said that a research conducted by the Office of the President of the Industrial Hubs revealed that most of the graduates lacked startup capital to start up their business, while the ones employed were being exploited by their employers. In the same event, the graduates were asked to form their circles and also elect their leaders, who will be taken for 2 weeks training at Chankwanzi on finance management.
On this issue of circle formation, we got a directive from the president to go out to cross-check on the young people who graduated. So when we reached down there, we found that the young people who have been skilled, those who are employed, they are being paid peanuts. Some, they are being cheated. They are not paid for what they have worked for. That's number one. Number two, those who are self-employed, they hustle to start. At least they started. So we found out that some hustled to have a startup, to get startup capital. Some of them, their parents helped them. Some of them had to borrow something like that. So when we went back, we gave him the report. As usual, he again guided that now what you do, go outside there, organize them in circles. So after organizing them in circles, we shall support them.
Anyama Ben, the LC5 Ajumani District, appreciated the Office of the President for the initiative emphasizing the need for transparency and good leadership for proper management of the SACCO groups.
Today, I'm giving thanks to the government, especially the president, because this initiative has helped many people. But most importantly, after getting the knowledge, what are you supposed to do? You got knowledge for business, meaning you must do business. And today I want to thank the president more again because he's going to provide for you SACCO. He's going to give you money for SACCO for each group. Carpentry, 150 million, building.
Taban Datapita, the RDC Adjumani district, in his closing remarks, disclosed that the president is answering plights of the graduates through the SACCO groups that will be funded.
Because if you have long stick fingers, even when something is far, you can pull it. So let us select the right people. If we select the right people, we give these names. These people are trained. They come back. They organize us. Let us be people who borrow and are able to repay. Are you getting me? Borrow but pay. My brothers, my sisters, my children. When you see these big developments people are doing, even the Ragani is talking, that is money which is borrowed, and the money is paying back.
The Adjumani Zono Industrial Hub, Olia, started its operation in March 2023. The other lots from registering the students for new vocational training will be on June this year. Kashunot Fancy Onzima Alan reporting for West Nile Television NILECAST.
Now coming to the heart of West Nile region, that's Arua City. Arua City Journalists Association has to embrace unity to bridge the gap in between the locals and their leaders to have smooth running of the activities in the city and to provide the room for the upcoming journalists to perfect their journalistic works in their field. Take a look at the story.
Arua City Journalists Association ACJA was formed by the journalists to bridge the gap in between the locals and their leaders to have smooth running of activities in the city and to provide room for the upcoming journalists to perfect their journalistic work in the field. Mashio Totoko, PWD representative in Arua City Development Forum, encourages citizens to join associations in order to fit in the community and urges the members not to take the association for granted.
Personally, I'm excited for this because today in this country, if you do not have any association, if you're not in a group, you'll find it very difficult to move things. There's a lot that happens, and this entity, this association is very, very timely and very important. I don't want anybody to take this for granted because it is from here that we can put our heads together and do the things that we want to do, achieve our set goals.
On the other hand, Bosco Okuruth, the Regional Human Rights Commissioner, appreciated the idea and encouraged more of the journalists to join the association since journalists are the voice to the voiceless and urged them to prioritize their life first.
This is a very important day. The journalists who are here, as you may be aware, you are very important to us, to the whole country. Not only to the people of Arua, but to the entire country. You know the role you play in the country. Without you, we would not be able to hear or know some happenings in the country, be it political or otherwise. So your being there as journalists is very, very key. And press media or free media is a crucial component for a functioning democracy.
Meanwhile, Munduni Roy, the assistant RDC Teregu district, appreciated the work media has done in developing the community.
But besides that, media in Africa and all over the world shapes public opinion. It promotes democracy and good governance. Media influences behavior. Media facilitates nation building. Media promotes policies that guarantees equality of life in our community.
Lastly, journalism being a profession, journalists are urged to act ethically to promote their work and act as a bridge to link the community with their leaders. Ashara Charit reporting for West Nile TV, NILECAST.
Away from the normal stories, as usual, we are finalizing things with what is happening in the world of politics, more especially in Uganda. It's all about the Electoral Commission 2025/2026 roadmap for those general elections, which of course will take place early, that's next year. I'm talking about the year of 2026. The first information here is all about the display of the General National Voters Register. This activity has already started. It started on 25th of April and it will run up to 15th of May 2025. The second information for the voters here is all about display of the registers for the special interest group. And these SIGs are youths. We have got persons with disabilities also in the mix, not forgetting about older persons. And this activity has also started. It commenced way back on 25th of April, and this one will run up to 8th of May. Still this year, I am talking about the year of 2025. And the last vital information for the voters is actually the display of the recommendations on inclusion and deletions from the respective parish tribunal countrywide. And this activity is yet to commence. It will commence on 16th of May and it will run until 26th of May 2025. With that, we have come to the end of today's edition of NILECAST News and also concluding this week's edition of NILECAST News. That means we will be bouncing back for the same activity on Monday, as Monday will be for new week. Have the best of your weekend. Enjoy it responsibly till we meet again next week on Monday.